Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The return man, Wilson.
Come on, fellas.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf. Look at me. Go. Ready?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting... a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
50, plant.
Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Leonard Fournette going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a first down throw. Luck. He completes this to Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Luck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the run, it's Fournette. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Ready, set. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Fournette, a first down carry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
6-6, pull it high. Bam, shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We're scoreless after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
60-yard.
Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Complete to right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Now going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Luck. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On 2nd and 7, Luck. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, it's Love. It's Stills bringing it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Luck on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big run by the big man Fournette, 81 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 11. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Locke got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Throwing on second and long. Luck. Jones has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He completes it to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
51, Mike 51. 3 bucks.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
6-6, bullet high.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Mike Daniels. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. On 1st down, Locke. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Check hot route. Hot. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Back to the air. Lock on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You better be afraid of me. 11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
On 4th down, Lock. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. Lock. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down carry by Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Luck now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Locke. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's A.J. Coleman. And look at this, it's a fake. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to go. This one, surprisingly, still scoreless. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They run for it with Harris. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now up. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
This is taken at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Powell.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They go again with Powell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to air, and that's caught inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still. And
then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Here's Powell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On third down, Powell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mike Daniels. And the Vikings are going to win this football game.
go. 390. 140. Easy. Alert. Check 4. 12.
After the interception, it's Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or